Hi, Shell Point. I'm Lynn Schneider, Director of Communications here, and we've got some exciting changes that are going on here at Shell Point we wanted to talk to you today about. They're happening in the Resident Life Department, and with me today is Laura Slack, who is the Director of Resident Life. We've also got some faces that I know you already know, which is Michelle Tompkins and, of course, Beth Crenshaw. So, Laura, I hear that there are a lot of exciting changes now in Resident Life, and why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
I'd love to, Lynn. Our department is growing so much that I've decided to make Michelle my wellness manager. And as the wellness manager, she's going to tell you a little bit about everything she's going to be doing in wellness. And then at the same time, I'm going to make Beth the manager of resort services, or resort services manager.
And you know, that's interesting. I don't know that people really ever think about sort of the overall makeup of Resident Life, but really is two completely different components. You know, Michelle, why don't you tell us a little bit about what wellness means and what it is going to what the definition of that will be here at Shell Point for our residents?
Lynn, that's a great question, actually, because the definition of wellness can be different for everybody. You know, it's a personal choice of what wellness truly means. For some, it may be exercising and fitness, and others that means spiritual wellness or emotional wellness. But what I'm going to be doing with this new role is really focusing on LifeQuest at a greater capacity for our residents as well as employees. But focusing on the 6 dimensions of wellness and incorporating our programs based on those, and really reaching out and getting the Shell Point community more involved in what LifeQuest is. And I just mentioned that wellness is different for everybody. LifeQuest is going to be different for everybody as well.
Now, I think some people automatically think of fitness when they think of wellness. Will there also be a large component of fitness in what you're doing and planning every day for the community?
Absolutely. We are a very active aging community, as we all know here. So fitness is a big part of our wellness, incorporating more fitness classes and expanding our fitness classes to the new club, the group exercise studio at the club. For instance, we have Zumba now, we have Yoga Fit now, we've got a ballet class, and the possibilities really are endless. My goal is really to get our fitness staff more versed in continuing their education and continuing their profession to be really cutting edge with really what's out there trending right now.
Now, in terms of change, what's going to be going on, Beth, in terms of the resort services side of the Resident Life Department?
Right. Well, there won't be too many changes that the residents will notice right off the bat other than just my role there. We're going to continue with the wonderful programming that's already been going on. So just adding a few different programs and then focusing on the quality of the programs. And I think that's what this change is really trying to do overall, is to increase the quality all around.
Well, and you know, it's intriguing because we use the term resort services because I think a lot of times when people just think activities, that's rather limiting. And resort services encompasses so much more than that. Yeah, tell us a little bit about some of the different areas. In fact, for instance, do volunteers fall under that umbrella?
They do, and they still will. And so currently I will be continuing in that role and working with the volunteers, and then in the summer we're looking at filling that spot with another employee at that time, which will be exciting. And then all of the trips that Bev plans, Bev Chanley does those, the activities that Dora Robbins brings in, those will all continue to be part of the resort services program.
Now, it's intriguing to me because you've taken 2 people who are well-versed in these different areas. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about your background? For instance, Michelle, what is your background in wellness, and how is that going to play out here at Shell Point?
Okay. I started my fitness and wellness journey in 2000. 17 years ago, I was in college, and I started personal training and working as a group exercise instructor. And over in the summertime, I would go home and stay, and I began working at a YMCA that was in concert with a CCRC in Dayton, Ohio, where I worked with seniors there very early on, working with them again with personal training and fitness classes. And I loved it so much, I continued my degree, and after finishing graduate school, I went on to work at a major weight loss company as the center director there. And I always continued with personal training and fitness because that's my passion, personal training and wellness. So I started really getting into nutrition. So after finishing with the weight loss company, I moved down here to Florida and came upon Shell Point. It literally happened like that one day. I had my passion of exercise and fitness and working with people. So being in this community, it's just, I thrive. I love the residents. I love the staff. So my background is very much in wellness, and I hope to expand the wellness program here based on my experience working with people and helping them achieve their goals as well. And LifeQuest is also another part of achieving goals. You know, you come here to Shell Point as a retiree. LifeQuest to me is having a balanced approach to your Shell Point life. Stepping outside of the box, trying something new, doing something you've never done before, and just living your life to the fullest.
Well, and I think sometimes there's a lot of synergy that develops between those two things, because when you say those 6 dimensions of wellness, a lot of times that plays out on the activity side, on all the different groups and the involvement in volunteering or the trips or things like that. Tell us a little bit about how you see that maybe folding in and working together, and how the two of you guys will work together.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well, I think Michelle and I already have established a really, really good working relationship together. And Michelle stated it's about the people and the residents, and I truly see that with Michelle, and I feel that too, that we really, the mission to us is caring, serving, and satisfying our residents. So that's what we're going to continue to do in all of our programming. That's at the heart of it all, really. You know, in my background with resort services and dealing with people, and that's just such a huge portion of it. But I've been really fortunate to work for a couple of companies that really stressed quality in their programming, excellence in really everything that you do when you step your foot in the door till the moment you leave, and bringing that home as well. But so I've had a lot of training in that, and I'm going to continue to use that here with everything that I do for the residents.
Well, that is exciting. So it looks like you've gotten 2 really good people in the right spot. You know, they always say in that good to great, get the right people on the bus, and then get everybody in the right seat.
They made it so easy.
Which is really great too.
Such an easy decision. So.
And how soon will this take effect? When will this take place? And
it's effective right now. So they hit the ground running, and they're ready to go.
So we can continue then to look for some really exciting things from this department then in the future. Well, that's great. Well, that is good news then from Resort Services and Resident Life and from our wellness area. And we just wanted you to have that news today, and I hope that will help you when you're working with the Resident Life department to know who to contact when you have a question, and also if you have any ideas for programming. I am sure that they would be interested in hearing them. Thanks for joining us today.